First I get my cheesecake recipe, which I got a bunch of them, collected through the years. And I find the one that is New York cheesecake. Okay, and then I put in the graham crackers in the food processor, make crumbs, and I put them in here. Then I put 3 tablespoons of sugar and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and then I microwave till it's melted 5 tablespoons of margarine. It'll take about 20 seconds. Gotta melt it. Make sure it's melted. It's in there so it melts. So. Okay, the margarine is melted. Now you just pour it in, pour it on top, and mix it up with in a springform pan, a 9-inch springform pan. It's margarine, 5 tablespoons of margarine melted. And you mix it up with the sugar and the graham cracker crumbs and the cinnamon. You mix that up good. Make that good and blended, so it's well blended. This makes the crust. Also, you got to turn it on 375 to, you got to heat the crust once it's formed for about 10 minutes at 375. So I turn on 375. Okay, now I take a glass and make it smooth with a smooth bottom and press it down so it's nice and together and it's nice and smooth at the bottom. Now I gotta wait till the oven gets to 375 and then put it in for 10 minutes and then take it out and cool it completely. Okay, now I take 5 cream cheeses, and you can use the low fat if you want, but don't use the fat-free. You need 5 cream cheeses. Then you gotta unwrap them, and you gotta unwrap them. And here, you put 5 of them on. 5 on a big oval plate. Make them even a little bit. And wash them. And then you put them in the microwave for about maybe 1.5 to 2 minutes, so it's softened. Because if you don't put it in the microwave, it gets softened. You can soften it by letting it in at room temperature for a few hours, but that takes too long. It's 2 minutes. Now see, it's not hot, but it's just softened enough to make it to mix with the mixer. I gotta get my mixer ready. Get my mixer, and the best way to mix is probably with a little hand mixer. The standard stand mixer doesn't work as good. Probably with making cakes, little hand mixer is the best thing to do. You can get it for Walmart for about 15 bucks. They mix the highest cookies and the high cakes. Little hand mixer is the best thing for you. And I just get these, got all these mixing bowls from Walmart for 3 bucks. And they're the best thing for cakes and cheesecakes and stuff. Take the big one. Now I've got to get These are little silicone scrapers. They're the best ones for farberware. They're the best. You can get them at Walmart. I put the whatchamacallit in. I have to follow the recipe because as a good baker, most bakers have to follow the recipe. So let's see what the recipe says. Let's see. Mix cream cheese, 1 cup sugar, flour and vanilla with electric mixer until well blended. So now I'll get the stuff, vanilla and flour. So, usually pure vanilla, regular vanilla is best, but I have this Watkins stuff that's not real vanilla. But the real vanilla is probably the best with baking. And I'm measuring the sugar, and I have to open up another sugar because but I take, because we're diet conscious, which not too diet conscious making cheesecake of course, but we're diet conscious, we put maybe half sugar and half Splenda in. Splenda. Don't use complete Splenda. Just use half sugar, half Splenda, and then you probably get the same baking results. And you need a cup. Half a cup of sugar and half a cup of Splenda, making a cup. This calls for a cup of sugar. We're not diet conscious really, but it helps cut down the sugar content. But a cheesecake is mostly fat content, where you get your calories from anyway. Okay. Let's see, in flour you need 3 tablespoons flour, so gotta get some flour. 3 tablespoons flour. I think you need a little more flour if you have low-fat cream cheese. Because it doesn't thicken like the regular cream cheese. 3 tablespoons flour, and maybe 1/2 tablespoon more because it's low-fat cream cheese. You don't use the fat-free cream cheese. That does not work. That does not work. And vanilla. So the vanilla is 1 tablespoon vanilla. Here's the sugar that goes into it, sugar and Splenda. I put the flour in. Now 1 tablespoon vanilla. And this is artificial vanilla, but I think the real stuff is the best. It's a better flavor. So you just put things away as you go along, and then you don't have all that clutter out. Now it said to mix cream cheese, 1 cup sugar, flour, and vanilla with electric mixer until well blended.